Hello everyone, thank you for checking out my channel. This video is going to be a solo cruise vlog / introspection into my experience with traveling alone. This particular cruise was on the Norwegian Prima, one of their newest ships, and we left out of Manhattan in April for a 5-day cruise to Bermuda. The Manhattan cruise terminal isn't flashy. It's a concrete dock tucked along the Hudson, just past the noise of the city. But there's something about it. One minute you're in the middle of New York traffic, and the next, you're stepping onto a ship that's about to carry you far, far away. Past the skyline, past the Statue of Liberty, into something slower, quieter, and completely different. It's not a grand send-off, but it doesn't have to be. The real shift happens once you're moving.
The lift is going up.
After getting on the ship and getting settled in, and after a couple drinks of course, I headed up to the top deck to catch the beautiful views of the New York City skyline. This particular cruise departed from Manhattan in the evening, and I actually got a couple of really good clips of us going under the bridge, which I'll show you now. The hardest part wasn't packing my bag, or actually booking the trip. It was about the quieting voice in my head that asked, but what if you feel alone? We grow up thinking alone is a punishment, but for me it's the most intimate kind of freedom. No one to perform for, no one to manage, just yourself, honest and whole. For the first time in a long time, I didn't feel like I had to prove anything to anyone. I just had to be myself. Traveling alone isn't about being alone, it's about choosing yourself. It's about showing up for your own joy and your own curiosity, letting your feet wander and letting your heart rest. The world will always have something to say about timing, about age, about being alone, but the horizon doesn't care, it just welcomes you. I used to wait for the right time or for someone to come with me, but honestly, that time never showed up, so I stopped waiting. And the second I stepped on board, I knew I made the right call. People ask me if it's weird to cruise alone, and at first, yeah, it kind of was, but quickly it started to feel like freedom. No plans to coordinate, no one to check in with, just me going with the flow. I sat down at a table by myself the first night, and for a second it was awkward, but no one cared. I looked around and realized that half the people were too busy with their own meals and conversation to even notice. After that, I stopped overthinking it. Little things felt like big victories, booking my own excursions, striking up conversations, and ordering dessert without having to share it. It sounds small, but when you're doing it all solo, it feels good. It's like you're taking your own life back one choice at a time. The truth? Solo cruising and solo travel shouldn't be scary at all. It's soulful. Yes, I ate dinner alone, and sometimes people stared, but mostly they didn't. There were other people eating alone, and everyone was just in their own world, having a good time. Sometimes people invited me to join them, and sometimes I said yes. You learn quickly that most people are curious and not judgmental, that solitude does not mean isolation. You walk into spaces alone and walk out changed, a little more open and a little more confident. The people I've met on my solo cruise adventures are still in my life today, and they have benefited me greatly. And as for Bermuda, it was beautiful. The water, the colors, the vibe, everything felt easy. I spent the day just soaking it all in. Being alone in Bermuda felt different. It wasn't rushing anywhere. I wasn't trying to keep up with anyone else's plans. I walked at my own pace, sat by the water as long as I wanted to, and I wandered around without a schedule. Somewhere in between the quiet beaches and the warm night, I felt more like myself. There's something about traveling alone. It reminds you that you're allowed to enjoy life on your own terms. And the nightlife was way better than I expected. The live music, the good energy, the people dancing. It felt alive, but still laid back. Definitely one of the highlights of the trip. When you travel alone, you get to leave behind who people expect you to be. There's space to breathe, to think, and to figure out what actually feels like you. No one's watching, no one's steering, so you get to try new things and realize you're capable of more than you thought. Solo travel gives you the chance to start fresh, not just in a new place, but inside yourself. You don't have to be who you were yesterday. It's a new day to choose again. As far as the nightlife on the cruise ship, I was actually pretty surprised. There's a shift that happens after sunset. The ship lights up and the music starts, and suddenly the whole place feels alive. When you're on your own, you get to step into that energy however you really want to. You can dance if you want to, you can sit at the bar and talk, or you can just watch it all unfold from the edge of the crowd. The best part about it though is no one knows who you are. You can try something new and do something you normally avoid. Reinvent yourself a little, have some fun. There's something powerful about being alone in a space that's buzzing with life. You're not following anyone's lead. You're writing your own story night by night. And there's a sense of freedom in that I really love. I am including this clip of me doing karaoke on the ship, and I am not playing the audio for that, so here's the sped up version, but I met with a lot of the other solo travelers and we ended up having a great time doing karaoke. I absolutely loved it. Yes, the drink package was definitely in effect for this karaoke session. I was very intoxicated, but this just goes to show, if you travel alone, you will meet a lot of great people and you never know adventures you're going to get into. This was a fantastic night and I had a great time meeting everyone.
Lift is going down.
Traveling solo doesn't mean you're alone the entire time. It just means you get to choose how you spend your time. If you want to meet people, you will. If you want to disappear into your own world, you certainly can. There's no pressure, and that's the best part about it. I've met so many great people on my solo adventures, and they're still in my life to this day. And for the stuff that I'll remember most, sitting in silence with a cup of coffee and the ocean in front of me, laughing with strangers over drinks that I'll probably never see again, watching the sun go down and not needing to take a photo, just being there for the moment. That's what stays with you. If you're waiting for someone to say it's okay to go alone, then let me be the one to say it. Go. Book the trip. Walk the deck at sunrise. Eat that dessert. Stand on the edge of the ship and just feel how big the world is and how much of it still belongs to you. You don't need permission. You just need a suitcase and the courage to meet yourself where the sea begins. When it's over and you start heading home, you bring something back with you. I'm not talking about souvenirs, but a sense of clarity or peace. The kind of stuff that you just don't get when you play it safe in life. If you're thinking about going alone, traveling alone, please do it. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take the first step, trust yourself. Watch what happens when you stop waiting for the right time and you just go.